Shut up. This is my show. We're getting serious here. We're gonna get down. We're gonna get down on it. In the studio right now, starting to my right, Paul Cawthon.
Hey, piggies.
In the empty chair next to him because he's OCD and one of my favorite people in the world because of how severe his OCD is. Josh Morningstar, who's
getting a haircut. Right?
Who's getting a haircut? Yeah, he just had to go get an impromptu haircut.
What a dangus!
To his right, empty chair is our good friend Ward Davis,
but it's not empty.
Hello, Ward.
Hey, how much? Trying to figure out how far is 4 inches
That's good.
away from. Is that about right?
That's about right. Yeah.
You know,
we're trying to.
It's your easy measurement. You're used to that.
And to Ward's right.
Good old 4 inches.
To round
Ward
it out,
Davis.
Our good friend Tennessee Jet. Hello, TJ.
Hello.
And then always to the right when we seem to do this is Bobby Keith Kilgore. Bobby Keith.
Yeah. Hello.
Checking 1 2 1 2.
Checking 1 2.
All right. I didn't like come up with anything that I wanted to hit topically. I just figured between the meeting of these minds and us all already being a couple in, which I might not have even said that's the name of the show.
What's that notebook with all the scribbling on it?
A couple in with Cody Jinks. You know that notebook's not here, TJ. There's no notebook here with scribbles.
It's like a half of a beer.
It is a thick notebook. I do have a notebook that I use oftentimes because TJ was my very first mock interview we did on an iPhone, and then last week I did Nikki Lane. That should be dropping pretty soon. Then this one will drop after that. But I just wanted to get together with these guys because we don't get to see each other a whole lot. And when we do, we're always working, and we certainly don't get to hang out all together very often. And so we're doing this Christmas show the next 2 nights in Dallas, Texas at the Bomb Factory. The guys are obviously very comfortable. There's already been weed rolling, belching, farting, phones going off. So about par for the course with this bunch of guys. But,
brought to you by Jinx Stinks Tobacco. Want to let you know, if you go online, find the Jinx Stinks candles. I'm going to light up some backy right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
So
I seriously should smell these.
I'm going to go ahead and back off the mic. Let's just see what happens, all right?
What scent is that, Jinx Stinks?
Tobacco.
Oh.
He made it because he quit cigarettes, so he needs to be able to smell it.
I did. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 5 months.
Have you ever seen the Seinfeld where Kramer gets the set to the Merv Griffin show and puts it up in his apartment? That's what this feels like right now. It feels like, oh, here's Elaine.
No, because literally we haven't all seen each other together in months and months and months. And I just threw mics in front of your faces and said, hey, let's go.
That Maxim shoot.
Yeah.
We did.
No, that pillow fight.
That was the pillow fight.
We did a shirtless pillow fight for Maxim.
It hadn't hit the streets yet. We're waiting.
When were they saying it was going to be?
I don't know. Our PR teams have to be working in tandem, they said.
That bra strap chafed my arm.
I thought you could get it now. You can get it now on the black market.
Well, we're trying to do a lot of the CG stuff because he had a lot of chafe marks in your inner thighs, and you wanted to get that taken off, Ward, right?
What was that lace frill on the edges?
You get the wax job?
Yeah.
They were good old wax job. Tell them about the first time you got a wax job.
Dude, I've never gotten a wax job.
We got to change that.
I heard the Brazilians.
I think we need to make a bet here.
We need to make some sort of bet.
A bet. Whoever the person has a Brazilian wax.
I'm down. What are we going to bet on?
I don't know.
Before the show tomorrow.
Before the show.
Whoever gets one.
We're 4 minutes in, we're talking about pubic hair.
We said it wasn't for the children.
Children?
No, this is not a children's show.
Oh. What are we going to tell our children, though, when they hear it someday? You know?
Hey, now you're grown.
Sorry.
Paul was holding a gun on us.
Daddy's show is rated R. Rated R means 17.
Be funny, motherfucker.
So, y'all think about the Texas Rangers?
Paul, you're engaged now. Let's hear about that.
Yeah. Congratulations. I got me a gal. She's going to change her last name and everything.
What's she going to change it to?
Big last name.
Big last name.
Her last name's going to be Big Last Name now.
You're going to give up half of your coffin empire?
Yeah, your coffins.
Yeah. Half of that empire, man.
The whole
that'd be 300 square feet right there in Oak Lawn and Lemon.
So instead of you just
if I gave her half my empire.
Pizzazz.
There's
your Texas.
Instead of you being Texas nomad, you're just going to be nomad, and she'll be Texas.
No, she can be nomad. I'll be Texas. Okay. I'll never give that up. I told her she could get a Texas tattoo after we get married.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well, I'm excited, man. She's
ladies, sorry, Paul Cawthon is off the market. Can I speaking of this, we've all been playing together for a long time, and there's a story about. So we were playing a show at the Troubadour. It happened to be being Paul and Ward on that run, and my wife was trying to go to the restroom, and there was a woman that was obviously had a disgruntled look on her face, standing in front of the door, and says, "You ain't getting in there. The singer's banging some chick." Now,
there are 3 singers there.
Yeah, there are 3 singers there. So, there's a 33% chance that it's me. And that's enough of...
Not good for when the wife...
Yeah, but there was actually a 100% chance that it wasn't you.
Yeah,
there were 2 people there.
But still, it's like that went through my mind.
She's a woman.
And anyway, never... Did
she come back there or something?
Nevertheless, it was...
Tried to go in.
It wasn't me. It was either Ward or Paul.
When Paul comes barreling out of the women's restroom with fucking pants undone.
And like my wife's mad at me just because.
Oh yeah, your mom. Your wife was.
Oh man, it's like when they wake up after having a bad dream that you've cheated on them. And they're just mad at you because like in their dream you did. And it's going to take them time to get over this dream. It was kind of like that.
Dude,
that's dream divorce.
That same tour.
You don't watch it.
I'm standing out on the sidewalk in Sacramento, and no shit, I'm standing there. And Paul and these 2 huge fucking redneck dudes like come fucking flying out the front door of the club, and this chasing this other guy and his girlfriend, and this guy's like, "Fuck you, motherfuckers!" And Paul's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
We're legitimate country
good,
artists.
Yeah, we're good
came
country.
to your town to play music.
Yeah, don't you? Yeah, one of those guys. Don't you ever fucking come to Sacramento? Fucking that shit again.
Good.
And I was like, these are big country motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
And I run up on Paul and I'm like, "Paul, man, hey, stop! Screaming that you're gonna kill this guy. They're gonna throw you in jail." And Paul goes, "I don't give a fuck about jail."
Yeah, well, that sounds about right. Now, how about when we first started and that first tour? What town was it when I came? I flew out and I joined y'all out on tour that first time when y'all had
Phoenix.
red beanbag chairs like in an RV.
Yeah. That was our first bus. That white bus.
Well, it was Flagstaff or Phoenix?
It was It was Arizona sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I flew into Phoenix.
Yeah, it was somewhere in Arizona.
Oh man, that feels like.
Then how about all those Harry Potter kids that were out there waiting for the Harry Potter release or whatever they were going to do.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And we were like, we went up to them, we're like, "Y'all coming to the Cody Jinks, Paul Cawthon, and Ward Davis show?"
We wandered up on this fucking. There were 2 venues. There was like this. I don't know. What was it? What was the? They were there to see something.
They were
weird.
there to see. It was a kind of a
My Chemical Bromance,
like
something.
It was some kind of emo.
EDM.
It was emo book club or some shit. It was weird.
But they were all reading like Harry Potter.
But like at first we were like, "Oh, hey,
So
there's a line to see us."
You have us playing here, and then that crowd, whatever they were
didn't give
going to hear.
fuck about
a lot
it.
of cross contamination.
And so, me and Ward and Paul walk up to their line and start thanking them for being there.
They were there early.
They were not. They were like, "Who the fuck are these guys?"
Dude,
Ward's like, "I remember you from the Kansas City show. Thanks for coming again." And these people are just sitting Indian style on the ground.
Poor kid reading their Harry Potter
Can
books.
I say Indian style?
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
fine?
they say crisscross applesauce now. I have small children, but we always said Indian style. Yeah. I believe that we're getting too politically correct. It's a different story.
I got a.
What about the Washington Redskins?
Nothing wrong with that.
My wife sent me a screenshot the other day, and it was of a guy with his arm around Paul, and it was the guy that posted and said, "Met Eric Church tonight. Really nice."
Is that for real? Did you do that?
Oh, that was for real. He uploaded that. He thought I was Eric Church.
Did you see that?
I did see that.
And I'm Eric Church. I'm playing to 260 people.
Natalie was like, "No, surely
in a little old club
that's
here."
a joke." And I was like, "Oh no." I was like, I promise you it wasn't.
I saw it, and I
Paul
immediately
came
pulled it up
off
on the
stage,
phone.
and the guy said, "Who are you?"
Showed Rebecca.
He said, "I'm Eric Church."
He might have been doing a pop-up show. You never know.
Yeah, it was something pretty funny.
God.
Here, let me find this.
Yeah, look it on your phone and let Bobby Key see it.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
TJ, let's talk about all these shows you've been doing with Willie fucking Nelson, you son of a bitch. How's it been?
How was Vegas?
We get to see pictures of it. It's awesome. He sends these badass pictures of like singing with Willie, and I'm just jealous because I'm seeing pictures of TJ singing with Willie. How's that, buddy?
It's awesome.
Dude, can we acknowledge something about Willie Nelson, man? And that is, this man has loved smoking weed his entire fucking life. But he gave it up so he could keep on playing.
Yeah, he still eats it.
That's pretty fucking sacrifice, man.
And he still does the old vape bags. And the big
No, he doesn't do that either. I've heard he doesn't.
Well, I don't know. That's a Thanksgiving.
I heard he just eats the shit.
No, he'll do it.
I mean, it's not shit. I mean,
I was playing poker with old Hauser during Thanksgiving.
yeah, that's true. I guess
It out.
that poor
Still,
Willie.
you play cards. But, come on.
those of us-
I wonder if he
it's
like
a
not
vapor.
I wonder if he like
guys,
hides it from
For
his
those of
wife
us
or
that
something.
haven't had the opportunity to
knows?
had one of our songs cut by them, such as our own
Ward.
but somebody that has played with him now on several occasions, just please say he's just fucking awesome.
He's amazing. His
right.
guitar. He's a fucking genius guitar player as well as a genius singer and songwriter. It's crazy. Every time you think that he's gonna like on guitar lay back, and most guitar players would like lay back, then he like rips it, and every time most guitar players
that
rip
big
it,
piano
he
amp.
lays it back, and it's just like he's about to define your expectations, is what I think. With his singing, with his songwriting, with his he's a one and only.
How was Vegas?
Vegas is great.
How much money did you lose?
Or wait, how much money did Tiffany lose?
Tiffany wins.
Tiffany wins.
Oh.
She always
So y'all both get prostitutes?
no.
She splits her winnings.
No, I just go out there and eat.
I hear you.
TJ,
I can tell you gotten chunky.
I texted Randy Hauser for like 2 hours one day, just like
bit.
us trying to describe Paul poetically, and it was like a tornado rainbow.
Yeah, I'm definitely a gay tornado.
You are
It's like a Paul in a china shop.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Like a Paul in a
well,
China
anybody
shop. That's a
and
good
all
t-shirt.
and all of us here have
t-shirt.
because we've all been on the road together for so long. But when you walk into a room with Cawthon, you don't walk into a room with Cawthon. You kick the goddamn door down,
Well, he does.
or he kicks it down, and we just kind of follow him in. And
I didn't like when Paul got here today. I didn't see Paul walk in. I felt the building move to Paul's
Oh,
location.
get out of here. Y'all shut the fuck up.
Like
You're a bunch of
I
peckerheads.
felt like the world stopped and jerked the building, and Paul was standing there, fucking like
Came in on a big rainbow unicorn.
Yeah, you looked at.
You looked it. Thank you, Ward.
That was a good. That's how it was last year when you got to the Majestic. I remember. Same way. That's a great way to describe it.
Man, we
It's
just
moved to his location.
man, we have a good time out there.
oh, we
Tell you,
Got
we-
to.
how about the night down there near Mexico, cutting that record, and we sat around that fire, and me and you bitched at each other, point blank, nose to nose.
I was trying
for
to-
about an hour, and Cody's just sitting there by the fire laughing, and we have finished a whole half gallon of Crown
Well,
Royal.
I was thinking
it was
about,
more than a half gallon. It was a gallon.
I was thinking about leaving my
gallon,
wife.
yeah.
Like,
Drink. We went.
I was in
That's the
this big
deepest
rut.
I've gone on liquor around a fire in my life.
We drank a gallon.
That was
You told me about that.
That was like one of the.
That was
it
the
was-
drunkest
it was-
I've
that's
ever
the,
been.
That's the most anxiety I've ever had. That weekend was the most anxiety.
Well, you were
I've
going
ever-
through such.
Well,
personal
you're
shit.
getting butthole pictures from one girl. And then there are other pictures from
The other
girl.
Oh, God.
And so when you get all these pictures from all these girls, it gets tough, doesn't it?
When I got home, I was pretty much. When I got home from that, I was pretty much homeless. Like I had to go rent a house. It was the whole thing. Hey, well, shit happens.
I bought Lou's butthole.
So needless to say, I'll take over from here.
That's really not what happened. It's okay.
So I was there, and it was true. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
We're about to go toe to toe again.
But you
drink
guys
another gallon.
Y'all
of
were
whiskey.
too drunk. Y'all were too drunk to actually even fight.
No way. We were chickens pecking in the lawn.
Y'all was yelling at me.
Y'all were
I was like, shut up, Paul.
Y'all were both yelling at each other.
Oh my God, we were.
Y'all were
Cody,
both just yelling at each other, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm as drunk as y'all are, but I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm like, yeah,
It's like the two old men.
I was like, go to bed. Let's go to bed.
Well, Paul got mad, went to bed, and then me and you. I think Paul might have eaten a pill, and it made him sleepy.
But I know. But I also.
No, that was a Cialis, and I just need to go to the woods.
No, me and Cody were sitting there, and I said, Cody, you've never said what you think about all this shit, man. Tell me, what do you think? And he said, Ward, you're my friend, and you're always going to be my friend. Choose a road, buddy, because you're tearing yourself apart. Like he didn't give me an opinion.
That's what a friend does.
Yeah,
Damn right.
Shoot straight.
That's why I was fucking screaming at you too. I was like, "Come on, dude!" But we got you out of it. You got yourself out of it. You get your own ass out of it. But we got your friends.
Hey, but
let's talk about my old fucking dusty road.
I was going to say.
Let's talk about the old tabernacle falling down over here.
What had happened in a prior relationship with Cawthon as well. So
that's why I'm throwing darts, because I know there's plenty about to come jugular.
That was all
right
fresh shit on both sides of it.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I'm just the old married guy sitting over here trying to fucking play mediator. What the fuck is that?
Same thing, different world. It doesn't matter.
It's all projection. Everyone's projecting things they're mad about themselves.
Dude, I'm going to tell you what. All right, so getting married, have you given your wife one of those Dutch ovens where you rip a fart and hold her underneath?
All the time.
Oh, yeah. Have you? You've held her underneath the...
She gives it to me.
Tell us about it. I don't know.
No, but anyway, go ahead with the story about it. Have we done it? We all have.
You all do. You do that.
I've been getting into it. Now that I'm engaged, and
what's she gonna do, man? Why'd you break your engagement? He keeps farting and putting my head under the covers.
I hadn't done that yet. She'll kick my ass.
She's bringing her measure to measure me for a jacket tonight.
You too. Y'all need a jacket.
You've done it, right?
She'll get all your
the Dutch oven.
I don't know about jackets.
How about you?
I'm getting a jacket.
Dutch ovens?
What is that?
Or Russian.
Oh, she take a visa.
Where you rip a good steamer and then hold your spouse's head underneath the covers.
What the crowd
and wake her up.
Can't hear is,
wake up, smell this.
The poor Dutch.
Cody, what?
Poor Dutch.
Cody, what did you
Dude, they make hell out chocolate cream.
I expected us to. We're talking about farts. You know what? I expected us to talk about farts.
Usually these conversations are super civil and like really highbrow. Talk about things like string theory. I don't know where this conversation's coming from.
I know, because we typically talk about
string theory.
That's what we usually talk about.
I use elixirs.
I use elixirs. Yes. Elixir.
Whatever the fuck's on the guitar. I don't give a shit.
I use fucking elixirs. Don't talk to me about those.
Just give me a fucking
goddamn old devil string theory.
The ones that aren't broke yet.
Coated.
Y'all are going to get a lot of sponsors from this.
Whatever.
You just need one.
We don't even need.
Well, we are sponsored by Standard Hat Works.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that's our
Texas,
sponsor right there.
And the Dutch ovens.
Puke.
I'm wearing a
and the
shirt.
Dutch ovens.
Brought to you by Puke.
I'm wearing a shirt right now.
You're wearing, honky
Standard
tonk
Hat
lid
Work.
shirt.
Hell yeah, he came up with that logo.
That logo with the honky tonk lid shirt.
Have any of y'all been around anybody with
It looks
nipple
similar
piercings?
to-
Looks like another logo.
Dude, I was talking to Greg's
nipple
son.
piercings.
Yeah, I have.
New topic.
Mine are pierced.
Yours are pierced?
Yeah, have been for 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still get a toothpick through it.
I promise you.
Didn't you see how Rebecca's front tooth is chipped?
We got that fixed.
Thank you, Ward.
Ward, you don't have any tattoos, do you?
I'm out!
Am I the only one with no tattoos, Ward? You have
No, I got no tattoos.
Ward doesn't have any tattoos. Ward's got a couple in.
Why do you, Ward, not have any tattoos? I'm curious because I don't have.
Well, I'm
He's a
actually
piercing
gonna
guy.
I'm gonna get an N right there for Natalie.
Don't do that.
He's showing his
No,
left ring
because then if we
wedding
get
finger.
divorced, I can just put a O and it'll say no.
Oh.
I like the
That's pretty
optimism.
smart.
Means no
Hey,
more.
just put the end to one side, though.
And she's gonna do a W, and I said, but you can just turn it around and say it's for mind your own fucking business.
Yeah. or for Mikey.
We figured it out.
Paul, what was the first tattoo you got?
The butterflies and small on my back.
A little tramp stamp?
No,
You didn't get the tribal on both sides?
Yeah,
I'm curious. What is it?
my first tattoo was my granddad's last signature off his will,
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
right here. It's the only thing on my left arm.
Or do you have any that like have meaning?
Do you have any character? Any special ones?
Yeah, like I said, those butterflies and small on my back.
You didn't get anything on the
Ward, let's talk more about the craziest moments with Ward. Anybody? Go.
Dude, I've got a knot.
I don't know. Let me.
How about the time eating those edibles?
y'all find any paper?
Edibles.
Oh God, that was a
in
while
California?
back.
That was California.
I ate that brownie that you said was 1,000 milligrams.
It was 1,000 milligram brownie.
I ate like a third of it.
And then another undisclosed party who we will not name ate the other third.
Bobby Keith videoed it in the last video.
I remember the story though of his
couldn't
saying that
eat
he
that.
was leaning against the building
Well,
saying,
that
"Oh,
was
I
a
made
different
it."
day.
That
Who was the other undisclosed?
We can't say who it was.
Can you just mouth the words? Morningstar?
No. Anyway,
No.
cool, man. Hey,
I just
you guys shut up, man. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Morningstar talked about tripping mushrooms when they were writing.
We
I don't
did.
think he'd have
We
a
wrote-
problem with us.
Well, I don't,
Yeah, we
I
wrote-
don't think you would care.
We
either.
wrote on mushrooms.
All right, you can tell me
But
later.
no, the day you're talking about leaning up against the building, Bobby Keith.
Mushrooms.
I'll just
Me and Ward ate like 70 milligram candies and
Good God.
went into Paul's music office in Orange County, California, and sat on the couch high off our asses, and everybody was just looking at us, and we were freaking out.
Oh yeah,
They were like, y'all need to go
That's like
somewhere.
a magazine to
Paul
flip through.
had told us to meet him there, and
I was
Where
meeting
was
with my
this, really?
manager and
Oh, it didn't-
everybody out there.
yeah,
Remember
LA
Paul had those
LA
Ray-Bans with the smashed lens for that whole tour? It looked like he'd been hit with a fucking...
Man, I think I was getting
BB.
$150 a show then, Ward.
I know.
I couldn't afford it. You know, for fuck's sake.
Thanks for bringing up the old days,
thanks,
man.
Thanks for bringing up the old days.
But like, you never said anything about it. Like, it was like, I wonder,
God,
does he
just owned
know that they're broken?
I owned that fucker, and I was pissed. I just bought them. So I was like, I'm going to wear these bastards for 6 months shattered, and then I'll get a replacement. At least got a little bit. And boy, I was seeing fucking sparkles. The whole fucking UV rays coming in. Fucking fuck me, man. I'm going to tell you what, I just moved to glasses.
It's the opposite of rose-colored glasses.
I can't see for shit.
It's like-
I was like, damn this.
Oh, God.
I was telling my girl, I was like, we got to fucking get a new TV. It's blurry as hell.
I
It's
need
like,
help.
it is not. It's perfect. It's 1080p.
I was gonna talk to you about your glasses, man. Kanye West called.
Yeah.
Those are nice glasses.
Those are serious.
Yeah.
Those are some nice. Those are nice glasses. I don't know what the fuck
It's
they are.
GUCCI.
Oh, Gucci.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
Gucci?
that's something.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
I was reading it upside down.
Yeah, brother. You should see my underwear.
You can't add credit.
You should see my underwear. Diamonds.
Ika.
are nice, man.
Thanks, dude. Business is booming.
Yeah, business is booming.
I'm so
Gucci.
excited for you to come out to open for me next year.
I'm glad. I will be happy to open for you anytime.
There at 8 airs.
Paul got his first bus, and I got an instant FaceTime.
Instant.
Instant.
Immediately.
Check me out, dude.
Finally got there, dude. It was
But the
a
question
fucking-
is, which bunk
I'm
did
calling
you pick?
Jinx.
It's a big
Which
yellow
bunk did I pick?
Which bunk did you pick?
The back right middle.
Middle, that's the best.
The middle.
The middle is the best.
There's like 18.
Yeah.
Really? I've
There's
always found
18
the
You're
bottom-
off the
It's a big
vibration
school
of the
bus.
road on
I
the
like
bottom
the
end. and
vibration.
You don't feel too top heavy up top.
I
It
like
sucks.
I like the vibration.
I about shit my pants up on the top bunk.
We all do.
It's rough up there.
Yeah,
I get nosebleeds.
I get up there every night.
I've been thrown out of a top bunk.
You have?
Oh yeah, dude,
I've fallen out
I got a
of
scar. I got a scar right there on my thumb from being thrown out of.
Thanks, Terry.
Hey, tell us right now the freakiest. And let's knock on wood because we're all out there on the road. We don't want anything to happen. But what's the freakiest fucking thing that's happened while you've been in a vehicle or either a van or a bus? Like whether it's a wreck or something. What was the?
I'm gonna go last because no matter what you guys say, I got one to beat it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I was in a van and trailer coming up on the Verrazano Bridge in New York City, and my fucking driver, the guy who was driving the van at the time, I'm not going to name him. He knows exactly who he is. Freaking, we're driving along, you know, always smoking, enjoying herself, and he just was looking down, and I was just like, break. He locked it up, dude. My drummer came from the way all the way up to the front two seats, hit the fucking dash. That's how hard we hit those brakes. Through his ass all the way. Just went through over two rows of fucking van seats.
Yeah.
And that was just the most G-force. I mean, my face was in the shit, like totally slammed. But we didn't hit him. So
he was looking down.
he just looking down.
So from now on, all you drivers look up.
Yeah, never look down, drivers.
Brought to you by Bobby Key.
Yeah, shit.
Hey, I never looked down.
Hashtag look up. All right, you go.
Fucking
ahead.
Ed McMahon.
But it just scared the shit out of everybody. Everybody was from the bench down into the floorboard.
We do a lot of driving on this gig.
The
They require.
okay, so this happened. This was like way before I was touring. I'd actually just moved to Nashville. I was working for a pharmaceutical company. My job was to go to hospital.
Still got any more hookups?
Dude, it was ridiculous. It would blow your mind. I worked basically the company I worked for was in charge of like destroying out of date, expired narcotics. And so I would go have to count pills and fucking document them and ship them off to be incinerated.
Your little Pez dispenser chewing on them, weren't you?
No, I was fucking. Dude, I was just up in fucking
What's
Arkansas.
that purple one? Let me nibble.
Dude, he never fucking crossed my mind to take a pill.
Yeah,
and
you
feel
did.
good.
You're splunking it. Put it right up your
I
hiney.
know about it now.
Yeah, you were.
But anyway, so one night I had a account in Monroe, Louisiana, which is like an hour and a half from my hometown. And I had a rental car, and so I was just going to drive up home for one night and hang out and get a room and then go do my work in Monroe the next day. So I go and I get really just fucking shit-faced with my buddy Wallace at the hotel bar where I was going to stay in. And we decided after about a fucking gallon of beer, 10 gallons of beer, that we were going to go to Wallace's house. And so I got my rental car and went to back up. And when I did, I backed up under a dump truck. And fucking smashed out the back window and the bumper of this fucking rental car, right? And so Wallace is in the front seat.
Wallace.
And I go,
That's such a good name.
oh, God.
Wallace.
Oh, if only he was there. So he rolls his head over, he looks back, he goes, man, people fucking busting fucking windshields out all the time. And so I like park it, and I was like, Wallace, you got to find another way home. I got to figure something out. And so I go out there and I pick up all the fucking, as much of the glass, shattered glass I could, and I threw it like in the back seat. And then I fucking took the fucking taillight pieces, and I already had a room there, so I just took it around back and parked it and went to my room, like threw all the shit on the ground around it and went to my bed and went to sleep like nothing ever happened. I woke up, the cops were beating on my door, and they were like, yeah, Mr. Davis, somebody's broken into your car.
Holy shit. Insurance.
Yes.
What? And so I go down there and this car is fucking smashed, right? Smashed. And because I did it. It was me that did it. And I was like, wait a minute, what about this taillight? I was like, it looks like maybe somebody backed into it and smashed it. I was like, there were some log trucks here earlier. I wonder if they hit it. And they're like, it's entirely
Son of a bitch, that wasn't like that yesterday.
sign this, see you later.
So they never checked the cameras.
There were no cameras. I was in Monticello, Arkansas, at the La Terraza parking lot.
Classy.
That was pretty nice.
So tell us about, what was the best looking gal in Arkansas that you ever
Susie.
dated?
Susie?
Give her a shout out.
It's just
From Arkansas, other than your sister or cousin. Because your cousin's
What
hot.
about your sister? Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
they've each had 4 kids. Each of them 8 in all, if you do the math.
Was that 32?
That's a lot of freaking kids.
that's too much math for a boy from Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, or a dope smoker like me.
Oh,
I'm glad I
What
pulled up.
was her name, Ward?
Who?
The hottest girl from Arkansas. Let's all name. Come on, we can name that.
Ward, tell us about the girl you took to
Wooby.
prom in Arkansas.
Yeah,
it was Wooby, wasn't it?
That's a
Wooby
good- that's a
Wandy.
good story.
Why don't we learn about Wooby Wandy?
Man, you know what? I mean,
That's a good story. The girl you took to prom.
The girl I took to prom.
This says a lot about your character.
Actually, the girl I took to prom the first time had a black boyfriend, and she couldn't go to prom with her boyfriend, so I went with her.
Why couldn't she?
Because that kind of thing did not fucking go over where I was from. Like, it was bad.
Not Monticello.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like to think that, I mean, I know.
I didn't know you were
shit.
79 years old.
Well, I didn't know either until I fucking left Monticello, Arkansas.
He wasn't
like
he's
in the
the guy
60s?
that sees
Yeah. So tell us more about the 60s, dude.
The 60s
How was the real acid?
Hey,
know, it was
I
tough
mean,
time.
come on.
So you went to prom, and then what'd you do for prom night, though? You obviously didn't go hang
I
out.
got shit-faced and puked in my buddy's yard because his mom had volunteered to babysit all of us all
That's a
night.
good story.
I drank this, like, hunch punch.
Oh, yeah, to make you turn into Quasimodo.
You just walk around hungry.
Yeah. Marry me.
What was
TJ,
your
what about
scary
your road
story?
story?
Road story.
It ain't funny.
Well, it ain't supposed to be funny. It's
I
supposed to be
know.
scary.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
like,
there's.
you skipped a question. When I
Wait,
was
no.
about shit.
You told us your answer, and then we went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's
Somebody's
what
got to
happened.
keep this shit
I
on top
drove
of it.
to.
That's what happens when you're
I
podcasting.
was driving back from seeing a friend play in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and I was driving back, and I just woke up in the hospital, and I guess a big 18-wheeler turned me and pushed me down the road for a while, and the car was dead, and I was somehow not really hurt at all, but that's about it. That's the story.
So you didn't even
You
have
don't
to stage a crime scene, or
No,
anything.
it was just like
All right, I
mean,
recant my statement. I can't beat that.
well,
Pretty funny. Cody was gonna be like a raccoon.
So, did you have
From a
to
car.
wash Jesus' feet?
I feel like that's a different question.
Maybe he was unconscious.
I was on.
Exactly. Were you up there and be like, Jesus, I'll wash your feet. I want to go back to
woke
her for a
up in the
minute.
hospital,
Maybe he
and
was
the
just
car was
unconscious.
totaled.
Maybe he wasn't dead yet.
There ain't a whole. I mean, it means more. You know,
Did you get flipped around?
It wasn't
And
funny.
Did you?
they just turned. You know, like you change lanes, and then they hit me, I guess, and then just pushed me. I just woke up in the hospital. It's that thing where you just like pass out because I guess from whatever I don't remember it,
Trauma?
Anxiety.
and just woke
Yeah.
up. I mean, it's a significant moment. It's just not very funny.
No. These aren't.
No,
supposed to
these
be
are
funny.
scary.
I know, but it's
That's
just,
pretty damn scary.
Balls was funny
That's
because the
what I'm
dude
saying.
flew over 2 rows.
Hey, do you ever feel like so when you're playing
Yeah,
a
but it
show,
was funny.
when you're playing a show though, and like you ever ended the show with like a song that you think is like really good and really heavy and really sad, but then you leave everybody like on a down note?
Yeah,
Do you ever think like I need to leave the show like on a up note, even though like my best song might be hardcore, like really like this sad thing? It's not a good idea
Well-
to end your show with your saddest song.
Well, in my situation, we always end with loud and heavy, and it's like a really fun sounding song with a really heavy message. So I get the best of both worlds on that.
Yeah, but like Paul, what do you usually?
They
do?
can't all be you.
Man, I ended with cocaine country dancing.
So it's an up tempo. People are feeling good.
yeah. I want them to go get their kids turned on
Ward.
to cocaine.
What do you?
I generally do this. I've been doing a song called "You're Gonna Die" that's not. I haven't recorded yet.
Oh, it's heavy. Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, that's the one I want you guys to sing on.
And it's not happy. It's real.
No, it's about like dying.
Do people come up to you after the show and be like, "Man, that last song, it's pretty sad."
No, they usually just come straight and they're like, "We like you so much better than Cody Jinks."
Really?
No.
Then you sign on Cody's merch.
Hey, we seen you last year with Cody.
F Cody.
No,
That is an interesting phenomenon, though. You end on
at least
a sad
they don't
song.
think I'm you anymore.
The last song's an important song.
Dude, when we played in Houston, when you did that show, there were 10,000 fucking people there. It was undeniably they were there to see you. Mm-hmm. We're
He's talking to
backstage.
TJ right
we're
now.
backstage. This guy walks up to me and says, "Hey man, it was really cool you brought your mom out on stage." I was like, "No, that was Cody. That wasn't me." He's like, "No, man, you're Cody."
No, we've been
I'm
doing
like,
that for years.
no. That's Cody right over there. No, man, you're Cody. That's your mom. And he goes, hey, is this your son? And your mom goes, "It certainly is." I'm like, "God damn it, Kayla. No, like, see, I told you, man." I was like, "No, you don't understand."
It certainly is.
What's your road story?
Dude, we were almost in a plane crash whenever we were in, we were flying out of Berlin, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years ago. And
Germany.
Germany, yeah. Thank you. Clarifying that. Berlin, Germany. and the front tires were up on the plane, and we were at Berlin Tegel, and Tegel is not a big airport, but it's an airport that handles a high volume. And Tegel was it Tegel, but it wasn't designed. It's not that long. So right after you take off from Tegel, it's just neighborhoods. It's like runway, brick wall, backyard, just boom. So
touch my Tegel. Touch my Tegel.
Tegel exercises.
Well, the way it's shaped, actually, it kind of is shaped like a.
That's a big Tegel.
Tegel. And so the front tires were up on the plane, and we were running out of runway, and the back tires were about to come out, and we hear this gigantic pop. I'm sitting on the left-hand side of the plane, hear a gigantic pop, and it was like a big fart, like that. The front of the plane slams down on the ground.
Ooh.
The reverse thrusters go in. But the left thruster doesn't work.
Oh, spin time.
So we turn sideways.
Spin time.
At whatever speed it is you have to take off.
Fuck no, dude.
And we're sliding down the runway sideways.
Oh.
In like a 767.
Oh, no.
And
Dear God.
You look at everybody, like everybody has the seat in front of them in just a death grip.
What do you think the front row did? Without a seat?
I don't know.
But the pilot was Sully.
But you talk about, like, we finally stopped, and you literally could look out the window at the right side of the plane, which was facing the neighborhood, and see that we weren't that damn far from that neighborhood, and we had blown a left engine during takeoff, so they had to slam it back down, and when it hit the thrusters, left engine wasn't on, so that's what caused us to go sideways. That was some scary shit.
I think that's better than mine.
No, dude, nobody was hurt.
He remembers his.
Well, I thank God wasn't hurt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, nobody was hurt. You went to the hospital, and
Dude, how about like half of the people living in the Leonard Skinner crash? And like people to live to talk about it and have spoke about what went down when the plane was crashing when they hit trees and shit.
Oh, God.
Been reading about that lately, and these people, like people that lived, said that Van Zant was laying on the ground because he was so hungover when it all went down. He wasn't even buckled in.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, who's that dude? The drummer guy that's like, he got really burned in a wreck. Travis Barker, right?
Barker, yeah.
Yeah, he got like 80% of his body.
Blink-182 guy?
I think so.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like 80% of his body's like massively burned.
Def
Yeah.
Leppard.
The drummer for
Yeah.
Def Leppard?
Yeah.
Is that how he lost his arm?
Rick Savage, right?
That's the guitar player. I
No
think.
shit. Is it? Okay. Well, we are
Remembers names.
doing things.
How about you, Bobby Keith? What's your scariest moment?
Waking up on the side of the road. Can you do the Dave voice? Hey, man.
What?
Hold on. I don't know the story.
Whenever you were on the tour, we woke up on the side of the road in that Volvo. Trucks going by, shaking the whole thing.
Oh,
Terry
yeah.
pulled over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in the front seat for a lot of that.
Dave?
Then Dave was.
Our drummer, Dave.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, I woke up and Dave went back to bed.
Yeah.
And I sat there.
Yeah, Dave got paranoid and went up and sat with him.
No, we weren't moving. That was the thing.
Don't say his
Oh,
name.
okay,
but
different.
Man,
Dave
that-
got up and went.
Edit that
driver.
out. But no, Dave's cool.
not Dave, the driver.
Well, there was, dude. You know what's funny? There's a lot of scary movies about movies. Those were the little small scary movies, scary moments of that tour.
Yes. And
It was all in the middle of the winter in the Midwest on icy
coldest
roads
tour ever.
with a bus driver that had.
Oh, that was like
He had
that was like in Flagstaff. That was
He had
yeah,
experience.
That was like, it was out west.
He had experience driving oil field vehicles,
Midwest. We did Midwest too.
not hauling people.
Oh man,
I didn't travel with y'all at the Midwest. one.
that whole tour was a butt bugger.
Come on,
Well, our tour up in New York this last time was pretty
you
hellacious.
sell that bus yet?
No, shut up.
We went
Got it.
in the wrong tunnel, and it was not tall enough. And our driver stops.
Was he looking
and
up?
I think he's looking up. But I slept through the whole thing. I woke up the next morning and heard this story, so I'm glad. But they were in the Kennedy Bridge, pretty much, or something in New York. Like, not 9 foot or whatever we need, you know. Well,
MTV's Kennedy.
okay, huh?
Yeah, Kennedy from MTV. in the old days.
Oh, 100%. You know, an old bootlegger, Joe Kennedy. Well, my manager and my tour manager get out of the bus and get flashlights, and they have to reverse for 3 miles.
Oh my gosh.
A tour bus back into Manhattan. To go to a different.
You slept through the reverse too?
Slept through the whole thing.
Oh man, that's great.
Dude,
Slept through the whole thing. I drank a lot that
they
evening.
better be glad you slept through that. Because, like, I hear about some crazy shit that happens when I wake up. And I'm just like, I'm glad I was asleep because I would have been pissed the fuck off.
Oh, dude, we got to know what fucking bridges
Like,
and shit. We got to go. But that's the job.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I mean, I love my driver, but he hit a wall as well. Knocked off the whole back.
Oh, he didn't
frame.
like metaphorically hit a wall.
No, he hit a wall.
He hit a wall.
He couldn't take it anymore.
He couldn't take it anymore, so
He just couldn't say no.
I peed on Ray Scott's bus one time, like in the hallway. I don't remember.
Like literally on his bus.
Yeah.
Like you're marking your territory on his bus.
No, man.
Dude,
I
you
mean,
give
be
a
on
golden
buses all the
shower.
time.
Dude.
I think I was sleep drunk walking and
It didn't make it.
All right, I got a story about speaking of urine. Since we're talking about urine,
you're in trouble.
you're in trouble. Well, I had an old buddy of mine. We were in Chicago. We were playing a show and went to this party afterward. And this couple shows up, a little hot trot couple, you know, couple that I think is into the swinging world. And so the girls just flirting and the guys flirting with guys and girls. And it's just freaking, it's one of these weird parties. So all of a sudden I look up and my drummer is gone. And I'm like, dude, where the hell did my drummer go?
I think I know where this is going.
Okay. This is for everybody.
You all right?
Okay.
Let her rip, buddy.
All right. So, Mom, Dad, sorry. But this is just, I didn't do it, so don't be mad at me.
Mom, Dad,
Maybe
sorry.
he's using the drummer as him.
Well, no.
No, it wasn't.
Bobby Keith, I'd have done that years ago. Well, he, he's gone. And so that guy, that hot trot couple came in, that girl is gone with, I think, my drummer. And so the husband's coming up to me, hey, have you seen my wife, and all this stuff? I'm like, no clue, buddy. No clue. She ain't with me, though. I'm right here. So he's like, man. So he starts he's scrambling a little bit. I was like, oh, shit. So about 45 minutes later, we're all about to leave. Like, let's get back to our little Airbnb. We're staying in the warehouse district. And
warehouse district.
We get a call from our old drummer, dude. Come pick me up, man. Come get me, dude. Just the old, goddamn wrong, no, man. That kind of thing. He's like, come pick me up. We're like, dude, okay, give us a freaking address. So we go to the address and we pick him up, and he's got boxers on, his boots, and a t-shirt, and it is fucking cold in Chicago. He's on the front porch, shivering. Get him in the vehicle. Like, what in the hell happened, brother? What in the hell happened? He said, oh, man, it was bad. This girl got real kinky with me. She asked me to do all this crazy stuff. He said, we started hooking up. And she said, you can just pee on me. You can just pee on me. and so I did. And I was like, okay, that's freaking weird. You were peeing on this girl? And he's like, yeah. And then the husband walks in the front door. And I'm like, you're telling me you're urinating on somebody and their husband walks in the door. And that is what just went down. He said, yeah, and then it was an old Mississippi standoff in the room. He said him and the guy were just running around couches, running around. He said he's naked. He said he's like, I'm still got a boner, man, and I'm just running around. And he's just like, it's pretty bad.
It's hard to pee with a boner.
Oh, dude. You won't. 100% fact.
You gotta sit down on
You have to sit down. You have to squat. No, you have to squat and tuck. Squat and tuck. And if you let go,
your fucking head.
you will piss on your chin.
Yeah.
But Paul, you always pee sitting down, right? You always pee sitting.
100% on the ground. I've got a little bowl. It's an Asian
Your
thing.
pee bowl.
Yeah,
On that,
My little pee bowl, yes.
on that note, ladies and gentlemen, which I don't know how we got there exactly.
Because he was talking about urine on Ray Scott's bus.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we got there.
Yep.
Oh, good. Well, did you get you a haircut, buddy?
Man, I'll tell you what. That was
Holy shit, Josh is
fucking
here.
ridiculous.
Can we
thing
see
in the
that new
fucking
haircut,
world.
Josh?
It turns out it was a barber school.
Oh,
It wasn't
went
like just fucking walking. It wasn't just a walk.
That's like a little kid haircut.
Barber school, brother.
y'all welcome to the show, Josh Morningstar.
Holy shit. Yeah, Josh shows up. So,
to walk in
Josh.
on the story.
Sam was fantastic.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, how have you been, dude?
Fucking pissed off and antsy sitting in a student barber's chair. What the fuck?
That was a perfect place for you.
How much was the haircut for a student to do it?
$20.
Holy shit.
Dude, you
20
got
bucks.
I thought it'd be free.
$20.
Should be free.
$20.
Man, I pay 11 at Super.
Yeah, he left here to...
It's been years
He
since
left
I
here
got
to
a real haircut.
get a haircut and came back in the fucking Army Reserve.
How much meth did you do out there?
All of it. I did all the meth.
What do you tell them, like, for a haircut these days? What do you tell them to say? I don't, how do you just, it's not like a flat top where you say, I
Man,
want a
it
flat
had been a while since I had one. I said,
Took a lot
just
off.
keep it
Trim
longer
beards.
on the sides and don't touch the top. And
I think they touched it all.
they touched it all. Fuck it, I'll
Barber
jump in the
school's
shower.
supposed to be free
wash
because
it
they're
all away.
learning.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever went to one of those expensive shave places where they like it's like $80 and
Yeah.
but they really,
Man, they nicked the ball, and I never went back.
yeah, I imagine so. But a lot of times you get like rash, right? When they do that, because if they use the dry razor and all the
Oh,
stuff.
I never let him shave me.
Oh,
What do you go in for?
Hey,
Little trim.
Hang out?
Little trim down about
do you
once a year.
ever get back or massages? Any of y'all on the road get massages or anything?
we go to the
one-
massage
one
chairs in the
time.
mall.
I had
So
this Asian
long,
lady
long
hop on my back one time, and my butt was just hanging out and everything, and she went, "You don't work out." Slap my ass cheeks like that. I was like, "Lady, rub my back, will you?" Shit. It's like, you're right.
We were Paul and I were playing in Seattle one time together, and he went to have a massage one day, and I went to have a massage the same day. We didn't even know each other were going to have a massage. You get back, and I was like, "Hey man, how was your massage?" He goes, "That's pretty good," until I farted in the old girl's face.
I hate that.
It's like, well, how'd that happen? You go, I was on my stomach. She was rubbing up by under my butt. Man, I was real relaxed.
Hey, speaking of,
It's like farted in her face, and she goes, "Why you do that?" And he goes,
Why
"I'm
you
sorry,
do that?"
I'm sorry, baby. I was relaxed."
hey, speaking of, I've never seen anyone stop a song to call out someone for farting, except for Ward.
Ward.
I've seen him do it twice.
What? One that I know of.
Somebody farted.
Actually, stop in the
somebody
middle of a
farted and
piano
smelled
ballad.
Bad.
A real pretty piano ballad, and stop and say, like, hold on a second.
Somebody farted.
That sounds about right.
There was one. Yeah, there was one night. He goes. He stops the song and he goes, "Hey, whichever of you in the front's farting, stop it. It's not funny and it stinks.
That must be 3 times.
Serious."
Dude, I'm going to tell you one time I crop dusted a Pat Green show in Lubbock, Texas, and I know everybody in that front section knew it.
Dude, I was in a car with Natalie and her sister a couple weeks
It's easy
ago.
to do when you're in groups.
I was in a car with Natalie and her sister a couple weeks ago, and they farted so much that by the end of the drive, I could tell who had farted by the smell.
Oh no!
Morningstar, what's your scariest
Moment in a car.
in the car on the road?
Jesus Christ.
I thought you got in the back seat.
I did.
Yeah, why don't we talk about that?
Anytime my sister's
With your
driving.
aunt and them
No,
up
he's
front.
You're driving.
My sister's
okay.
driving.
Sister's
yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
So nothing out
Yeah.
here on tour that.
Man, I don't want to jinx myself, man.
Yeah, we all knocked on wood.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, man, no, not really. I mean, not that at least wasn't my fault. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I'm good at going, 80 miles an hour, looking up at the last minute to see traffic stop. I'm good at that.
We got to look up.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Anytime Greg's driving is the
Walker?
scariest. No,
No, Greg Jones.
he's so funny, man. He's a stone driver. He drives like he's got weed in the car.
Some of us are just cautious, man. Like my
Yeah.
wife makes fun of me. I drive slow. I drive slow.
Cautious. He's doing it for the
Ain't
gram.
nothing wrong with that.
He's doing it for the gram.
too.
Hey, is Art coming tonight?
Yeah, he is.
Is he really?
Yes.
So we might as well talk some business. All right.
Good.
We got to do the rapid fire.
So that's what your podcast
we will.
is.
I'll do the rapid fire with everybody. It'll be fun. It'll take about 5 minutes.
Well, they each only
That
get
was
one
rapid.
question because they'll think about it if you give them the same.
No, man. We can do it fast enough. These are all very good writers. They can separate words in their head at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, we can separate words in our head at the same
I remember
time.
when we were doing the practice podcast. Remember? at
We
your
did,
house
and
one time?
you were so gracious enough to let me do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me try it out on you.
And you're like, man, I just want to do a podcast where people don't ask the same old questions and shit. It's like, you ready to go? And I was like, sure. And you're like, all right, I'm here with my buddy TJ. So, who are your influences?
No, it wasn't that bad. It was bad. I've listened to
I mean, it's the first interview ever. It got really good. It was a great interview, but it took a while.
Yeah, no, it was fun. Thank you for getting pigging on that.
This one's going to be hard to beat.
This one's going to be hard to beat, yeah, because just of all the people.
Jinx stinks. That started it off great.
Well, it's brought to you by your candle company, made out of your earwax.
Yeah, Candy.
It's my own wax. It's my own wax. Yeah,
Candy. Jinx makes candles
yeah I do.
and gives them away as gifts.
That's exactly what we did. We gave all
They're good
these-
ones.
these-
What are the scent names?
Gingerbread, vanilla, tobacco.
Oh God, I've got leather at the house.
Yeah, I've got it.
now.
I think Lars made mine.
Yeah, I don't even know what they give me. Sugar poo.
Yeah, sugar poo. That was just a mixture of me and my daughter just basically laughing as we were pouring everything that we thought smelled bad
Yeah,
into one.
I could tell she was real excited to give it to me.
She really wanted. She's like, Mr. Ward needs this one.
Mr. Ward.
Yeah.
Well, I gave them daggers.
They are good. They are good scented candles, though. I will say.
What's this rapid fire? I want to hear
All right, rapid
this.
fire. Rapid fire. All right, we'll just roll with it. We'll start with Paul. Go around. Strangest thing somebody's asked you to sign.
Nipple.
Morning Star.
The back behind their ear, they were going to get a tattoo.
Davis.
Ass. I mean, I think it's weird.
Oh, that's a whole.
Y'all both did cheeks one time.
We
Y'all
both
Yeah,
did
she
cheeks.
got them
She
tattooed.
She got him tattooed.
Yeah, I was hopped on that tour.
Yeah.
for the rest of
That's
her
cool. We
life.
signed a lot of nipples that
Yeah,
tour.
yeah. Well, I mean,
did.
you may have.
That'll
Speak
happen.
for yourself. I'm
Titties,
more of a.
whatever.
You
Yeah,
know,
that
yeah.
girl's ass in St. Louis. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next participant here.
It's ass cheek.
TJ. Ass cheek. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay. I signed a prosthetic leg.
Oh,
Yeah, dude threw it up onto the stage one
I
time.
signed a prosthetic ass cheek one time.
They make those?
They
That is
just first metal.
fantastic. All right. One thing that you have to have in your bag that may seem weird to somebody else whenever you leave for tour.
Some things I can't talk about.
We have talked about everything you could possibly talk about.
Oh, no.
If it's panties, it's okay. Long, whatever. Don't matter.
I definitely have to have a good pair of panties.
Yeah.
Just
see?
try on before the show.
Get right.
Something that's weird.
I don't know, something that, somebody may find.
Like if somebody went through
Like,
your bag,
I'll tell you
why do
what I
have
care.
that?
I'll tell you what I
I
care.
gotta have my cologne.
That's not weird. That's not
You
weird.
want to smell good.
You want to smell good. Everybody here has cologne.
What the fuck? I don't have a fleshlight.
Give him an example.
I know Ward does.
All right.
He's got the platinum.
You're about to
no, they
You're
took
about
it
to
at
get
the
married,
airport.
so that might
They
change.
took it at the airport. What is it?
I don't know. Somebody put it in my bag. Cologne.
Man, safety pins.
Safety pin. That's what I'm looking
see,
for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
good.
looking for.
Safety pins. A lot of times people give me shirts and the necks are huge on them. And I like safety pin the fucking because I don't look like fucking tits are hanging out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, safety pins.
Awesome.
Something I need before I play.
Something weird.
Something weird.
Something weird.
Bring
in your
along on the
bag.
trip.
That you
Like,
bring.
hey, don't
How
forget.
many
Natalie,
times
don't
do you
forget
masturbate
this.
a week is the question.
Yes.
You don't even do it.
No, I don't know what the. I don't know if I do anything weird. I don't know if I do anything at all.
No,
That's
something
what-
that you have to that you put in your
Like
bag.
how weird and
something
kinky
that I put
do
in
you
my
get?
bags.
That's weird.
I mean,
Like
how
safety
kinky
pins.
is it?
You guys are making this way too hard.
Fuck, man.
Like
I mean,
borderline illegal shit.
Like borderline,
No,
like
I mean-
what is something like really,
I think I've got some face wipes in there.
Face wipes. Okay.
Face wipes.
Like a makeup
that-
wipe for guys.
Who brings face wipes?
I've got some Burt's
weird,
Bees
though.
face wipes. Clean it up. Green tea. It
I don't
smells
know.
great.
I thought this was going to be a cool question.
I thought it
it's
was.
a terrible fucking question.
Yeah.
It's good, man. That's a good one.
I take mine.
My grandfather's watch. Like,
What
the
is yours?
fuck?
You got a turtle
bring
with you?
Angostura bitters and make old fashions.
He brings his own bitters.
I bring my own bitters. You can get sugar. You can get orange.
I bring a first aid kit. Like I have to take a first aid kit everywhere I go.
Oh,
Very
that's
well
good.
prepared.
Like I mean, like if like I'm packing out my bag, I'm like, oh, got my first aid kit.
So it's there.
That's smart, though. That's smart.
Yeah.
I've realized.
Because if you needed a Band-Aid right now, Paul, you making
Yeah.
fun of me a while ago, but
No,
if you needed a
I-
Band-Aid.
I would go with you to your bag.
I realized there's like you
Wouldn't even
can,
ask. I knew there's a first aid kit in there.
It's not something eccentric.
You're the
like
one who
face
got me
wipes.
addicted to $25 fucking socks. Now I got to have Stance
You wear
socks.
$25 socks?
Yeah, man, I gave him a pair. I wear these socks called Stance because Bobby.
I wear them now. I've worn them ever
What are
since.
they called?
Aren't they great?
Stance.
They're
Stance
amazing.
socks.
By the way, if you're out there, we need
What?
to
Tell me
we need
about
to
it.
look
Don't
at
need
it.
deal.
Stance. We don't need a deal. Yeah,
Yes, we do need a deal.
Right,
What do you
check-
use?
They're $25 a pair.
Well, I'll tell you what. You just
Cody, we'll play a show. You give us all
No,
free.
this is not true. I'll
Yeah,
just-
we would like some socks.
Yeah. Cody will play a show. Send
With a big
send us
J
all some
on it.
socks.
My
Why are they
asshole
different?
friends aren't getting me into anything Stance. Let's
How are
just
they different
down
than
the market.
Stance socks
Y'all
you
can
get?
send us some if you'd like, though. I'm just going to say that.
How are they different than regular socks?
Skechers did it.
Way better than a bunk sock.
Cody, you don't even need a bunk sock no more.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is that? What is a bunk sock? I don't.
What makes
I don't know. By the end of the tour, that thing sounds like you threw a fucking cinder block in the bath in the shower.
All right. Well,
Whose kid is that in my bunk?
Yeah.
What make them different? What make them different? Though, seriously, stance socks.
no,
Oh, they're the best.
they're the most wonderful socks ever.
Ask Paul
It's
another
kinda like
question.
Saks
See, what
underwear.
happened was Paul was on my bus one time, and he rode along with us for a couple of days, and he woke up and he was out of socks. And I gave him this kick-ass, one of my favorite pair of Stance.
Thunderbolts.
They had it was purple. It was like purple flames, and it was awesome.
No, he woke up and said, Jinx, you up yet? Let's go get something to eat.
Yeah.
I got to be quiet. I'm in the bunk area. 8:30 in the morning, man.
Pretty much, yeah. But I let him borrow some socks that day. They were Stance
It's
socks.
kind of like that.
Still have them.
Those and Saks underwear are the best things you can buy.
Are those the only two questions you had, though?
No, there's more.
No, there was more,
Consider
but
another one.
When was the last time you shit yourself?
last time I shit myself.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Oh
don't
man, we're getting honest here.
It wasn't that long ago.
So
All right,
today,
start it off, Ward Davis.
I'm just telling you. That's all I'm going to tell you. I mean, it was a. Listen,
Have you ever done it live while playing a show?
no.
No, have you?
100% yes.
I've never shit myself on
I
stage.
did it. I did it in front of Waterloo Records a couple years ago.
Wow, you
I did it.
literally
It was-
shit yourself.
I shit
I was so
myself.
nervous. I shit
Like
myself.
bad.
What did you do, Paul?
Like,
Well, I
really?
was going for one of them big notes that I have in some of my songs.
Yep.
And I went for one. And, you know, when we go, ride
Yeah.
on the saddle,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the big ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit right down my leg, into my boot.
Was it? How
Made it
many
all the
more
way down.
songs were left in the set?
None. I left.
Well, that's a good.
It was the third song. I was like, this is over. I don't give a shit what we're getting paid. I've got shit down my leg. I'm leaving. I left during the song, put my guitar down, just walked off stage. Left them fucking guys hanging out on the line.
So you didn't go to Bird?
Literally quoting my own songs right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Had to go.
So you didn't
And
go-
then, you know what, even crazy? Signed a lot of autographs at that.
You
that
did
night.
go to merch.
Yes.
Oh,
But I washed my hands.
Oh, well, that's polite.
And I wasn't signing any
like, I don't
autographs
care
with
about
the
my fans.
Kalichi shit down my leg.
mine I think was in an I state, Iowa or Indiana. I think Indiana maybe. Like probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Attaboy.
We pulled in and we pulled up to the back of the venue that we're playing, and they're never there at like 7 in the morning when we roll in. We roll all night. We get there about 7 o'clock in the morning. The bus is staged, and everybody always wakes up on the bus needing to go take a shit. You can go pee in the bus, but you never shit on the bus. It's just rules of the road. So I come out of my bunk. It's about 7 o'clock. I feel a stop. I know we're at the venue, and I come out, and I'm I'm waddling, dude. I'm
the old waddles. I've done that,
dude. Penguin.
bud.
Yeah, it's the penguin walk.
Penguin slow, you're screwed.
Penguin
You'll see
walk.
it from a mile away. Oop,
Yeah.
that guy shed himself.
Well, no, and like I'm getting there. That like it got noticed. So I was like, Nino. He goes. I was like, I'm in a bad way. He goes, hey man, there's a Burger King
It was across the parking lot.
right across the parking lot, man. I was like, all right, cool. So I waddle out the bus and I waddle over to this
Locked.
Burger King.
Locked.
Due to
Oh God, no!
Dude.
I'd shit in a fucking Burger King parking lot.
I'd already shit down my leg by that point. I was just trying to figure out how to go get rid of the rest of it.
Oh,
And so I pull on the door. It's defeating because I'm about 150 yards from the bus at this point. I have to waddle back across the parking lot. And by the grace of our good Lord and Savior, baby Jesus, I'm walking back to the bus and I see a janitor open the door. And he was bringing out trash from the night before. And he looked at me and goes, second door on the right.
he knew.
He knew. It was so bad. But that's the last time I shit myself. That's what this show is for, people.
I stop.
Yeah.
Like I can't move any further. I get like frozen when I shit myself.
Yeah.
I can't walk through it. I'm like a little baby. So Elizabeth finds me outside about, I don't know, a couple months ago. I freaking got out of my Dodge, freaking was walking around the corner, coming into our condo, walking down the little walkway. Bam! Turd. Just freaking let it rip, bud. Shit.
How close were you to your own bathroom?
Freaking 11 and a half yards. Dude, it was I had a crying, I was crying. It was bad. So, grab myself, and I'm just sitting. You were crying? There, pretty much crying. It was so bad. And, like, Elizabeth's nosing, like, I was right there. She's like, where the hell did he go? So she comes out, and I'm just standing there like a deer in headlights.
Like a first down away.
Just
Frozen.
Frozen. She's like, are you okay? I said, baby, it's a bad one. I was like, we need a paper. I said, we need a paper sack. I was like, we need a lot of freaking wipes.
Some bleach.
Have you seen the?
And by God, she was a soldier. She helped me. Oh, she got me a sack to get rid of the undies. We didn't even. You don't just go. Oh, I got shit, and you clean up the undies, then throw those in the washer. No, those are bye.
They're dead.
They're dead.
No, those are good. That's dead souls.
Hey,
so how about
those
you,
are
TJ?
Dude, Natalie will poop on the side
Man,
of the road.
knock on wood.
What?
I've been.
Hey,
blessed.
wait. Natalie will poop on the side of the road.
I've been.
TJ has no good.
I've been
He said
lucky.
Natalie poops on the side of the road.
Oops.
100%, yeah.
Oops.
When you got to go, I guess
She says it's cleaner than a truck stop.
Have you ever?
I don't know.
So
man.
she carried toilet paper?
Bucky's is
She
clean.
carries her own disposable.
Yeah, but what about you? You change that away.
He uses a facial wipes.
I mean, I'll shoot a truck stop. I don't care.
No, we're talking about accidents, Ward. We all have them.
Oh, yeah. I just farted here a couple weeks ago. She had a little.
Have y'all heard?
Now that's normal.
Do you carry the dude wipes or just the regular wipe?
Man, I just wipe with whatever's there.
Oh, I thought okay.
But
Sometimes a sock. Yeah, sometimes you got to wipe with a
golf
sock.
tryouts. Shat myself
golf in school.
in school.
Did you make the golf team?
I missed it by half.
This is the common theme here. Paul shits himself.
Now you
a
played
lot.
like shit that day.
Paul's tonight's show. You're gonna be.
What's your
We all
handicap,
have.
Paul?
No, just people don't talk about it, Sometimes when you're swinging for a 300-yard drive, you let out some things. Have you ever seen like a marathon runner in the last like 20 meters just shitting all over himself, running to the... That's me. I'm always just running, man.
Like a hippo with
his
little tail.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
No, dude, I'm not a hippo.
Hey, tonight's a sitting show, so be careful.
Oh, shit.
What show?
Sitting show.
It's a sitting show.
Not a shitting show.
Should've- instead of 5 bar stools across, it's just like 5.
about setting the whole show to talk like this.
You should. I always thought it'd be real funny to like walk out and talk like Mike Tyson, like, "Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight?"
Hi, guys.
I'll sing a song for you.
How y'all doing, man? We gonna do a number here that we started back when, about 1986. This one right here is on Ward Davis.
Morningstar never answered the last question.
What was it? Oh my, man, I've had some very close calls. Like a couple weeks back, we were in South Carolina, and I was dancing in the passenger seat, like dancing, man. I was.
Yeah, what was playing?
Jerry Lee.
Some sounded like shit.
Some Yanni?
Yeah. No, not Yanni.
All I remember was I had to take a shit, and Yanni was blaring.
Yanni's enough to make you have to take a shit.
There's no doubt.
Very relaxing.
Very relaxing.
All right, well, I think that's about all we're going to get.
We've just begun.
No, that's it. That's 72.
How about them girls that busted out those bosoms at your show?
Which, the Orcabilly?
The Orcabillies. We sent it to Mike Judge, the video, and Mike Judge sent back 2 words, Orcabillies. These bosoms went all the way down to this big old lady's knees, and she was milking them during a Loud and Heavy. No, Thunder Heavy Rain. Thunder Heavy Rain. She's ripping it in her titties and going like this. Man.
She was,
you remember that?
Trying to start a wave.
But
Yeah, she was. She did. Boy, there was a fucking flashback or something going on.
But the funny part about it is, like, you had the video.
It's perfect.
It's perfect because you can see her looking around like she wants to do it.
Oh, she
then all
pulls
of a sudden,
out that.
she just
that's the
pulls
biggest bosom. I'm calling it a bosom.
Oh,
Because
man.
that right
That's
there,
the respectful thing to say.
bosoms,
Yeah.
large bosoms.
Plural. As opposed to
Look
singular.
like, but though, like it was like pancake, like it was like pancake batter, like poured down her chest.
Oh my god! I know, dude. It was so. I mean, dude, you know when you go to a potluck dinner and you get the bigger oval sized plates that you can put more. That's what her nipples reminded me of. About the size of one of those plates.
A buffet
Plate with like the 3 sections, not just the solo small 1 piece of pizza plate. I'm talking. It was amazing. We'll end on that note.
Yeah, let's end on that. I'd like to thank my guest today. To my left, who inadvertently became kind of a co-pilot today to try to direct, steer this fucked up ship we've stepped
Listen,
upon.
he jumped on board. He knows he's part of this fuck.
He's part of this fuckery.
Listen,
Well, yeah,
I
it
didn't
is.
have anything to do
And that's what it's about. My guest, who also was my very first guinea pig, Tennessee Jet. Thank you, Ward Davis. Thank you, buddy.
thank you, man.
Josh Morningstar.
Thank you, bro.
You OCD motherfucker.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Had to go get that kick-ass haircut.
Join the Maroons.
He told me nothing about the podcast.
Have you guys ever seen Dumb and
Came up
Dumber?
here and did-
I'm gonna have to fix it. I'm gonna have to fix it.
And then Paul Cawthon, everyone. Thank you guys so much. You guys are my friends, my brothers. I love y'all. Bobby Keith, appreciate it. Till next time, this is A Couple In with Cody Jinks. Later.